All right, friends. So your second assignment today is going to take some serious brain power. I hope you're awake and ready to rock and roll. You're going to go to this link, Paraphrase the Prologue to Act 1. So this play begins with what's called a prologue. So pro meaning before, coming before, first. It comes at the beginning of the play. So it happens before anything else happens. And essentially what Shakespeare did was he told the story of the entire play right in the very beginning, so that the audience would know what was going on, because some of the people who would have been watching at the time maybe didn't understand his dialect of English, or because he wrote it in poetry. And sometimes people struggle with understanding poetry. So he gave kind of an overall idea of what this play was going to be about, really to get the audience interested so that they would stay and watch the play, and so that they would know what was going on. I will tell you that this play is difficult to understand because the language is tough. We are going to be reading a version of the play that is paraphrased, which means it is the same concepts, but the language is a little bit easier for us to understand. What I wanted you to do is try to paraphrase something on your own before we get started. So your job is to look at what Shakespeare has given you in this overview. Okay? You're going to read it, or you can listen to it with your reader, or you can listen to me read it. I'm going to at the end of this video. And you're going to try to figure out what each line means and put it in your own words. Your job is to list it in complete sentences, 5 separate facts that you have learned about this. Okay, so 5 separate things you've learned right in the opening of the prologue. Okay, if you don't know a word, you can look it up, but I would like for you to try to use your context clues. What are some things that are around that word, other words that you might know? Okay, you're going to open up a text box and write your 5 sentences with what you think is being said here. And then you'll be able to kind of see if you're right or wrong tomorrow when we have another assignment. Okay? So the prologue to Act 1 reads, 2 households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these 2 foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife, the fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end not could remove, is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage. The which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend. So what do you think they're saying in this passage? It's your job to list 5 complete sentences with 5 facts about what you learned in this passage. And tomorrow you'll find out whether what you think is true or false.